So again, Malta is such a small place, and you've got so many artists competing in the Eurovision Song Contest this year. So could you give our viewers a little background on yourself and your musical experience thus far?
All right. So first of all, thank you, Dave, for having me. It's an absolute honor to be interviewed by you. Well, my background, I'm coming from a musical family background. So basically, my mother's a singer. She's a world-renowned singer in Malta. My father is the ex-bandmaster of the Armed Forces of Malta. So obviously, I can't do anything about it. So obviously,
No.
it's by nature that I'm into music. So I've been singing since I was at the age of 3, and I'm 33. So I've been singing for the past 30 years now. Um, um, Music in Malta. Well, I'm coming from a small island, but we're a small island with a lot of talent. This year, although we are still in the quarterfinal phase, we're still 40 singers, and we are so bonded together. So yes, it's a very good vibe.
Perfect. So do you think anything you've done in the past might help you with this experience and getting through and doing well at the Malta Eurovision Song Contest this year?
I've been to some festivals, to local competitions. Well, by profession, I'm a singer, so that is my profession. Although I have a full-time job where I work in a local radio station. But I've had the opportunity to travel around the world with music.
So you've got the international experience if you go to Eurovision to connect with all the artists.
Yes, yes. And the one thing that's the main thing I love about Eurovision is besides it connects whole Europe and Australia, of course. The fact that even once you're there, um, there is that kind of, even just for the fact that performing in those 3 minutes in front of, just even if you forget about the televiewers, but just considering the fact that you're performing in front of that massive arena, in front of all those people, it's wow, kind
So
of
special.
yes.
Yeah, so you mentioned how small Malta is already. So you must know most, if not all, of the competitors this year at the Malta Eurovision. So what's that like competing against your friends and all your colleagues that you already know?
We're a good team. So until now, we're a good team. So there's no that kind of awkward moments. That's um, well, as I see it from my perspective, there's no bitchiness. Unfortunately, where it comes to competition, unfortunately, people, that competition element, that people talk about each other. I don't like that. I don't like that singer. I don't like. But yes, we have this beautiful, very busy group chat where we talk every day from morning till late at night. So like, yes, we're a very good and special team.
Ooh, excellent. Your quarterfinal has already aired, so we've seen
Yes.
you perform the mirror already, and that was really,
Hmm.
really cool. But you
Thank you.
couldn't you, you couldn't have anybody on stage with you, you couldn't have any background. So do you know yet? Do you have an idea what you would like to do for the semifinals? How you might want to change things?
Yes, it's going to. I have a nice package. It's my first time experience being in the Multi Eurovision, so obviously, even the fact that I've been already on stage, I know how it feels. Right, quarterfinals, it was without an audience, but the fact that being on that beautiful stage in Malta, it's already big for me.
Yeah, and I guess having the audience there will also give you more motivation, more power when you get on stage too.
Yes, yes. And besides that, Dave, I don't consider myself just as a singer. I consider myself as an entertainer. So I'm a person that's I love having audience in front of me, people cheering, people dancing on their feet. So the bigger the better.
Perfect.
I'm not that kind of person that I'm scared of people, like just before going on stage having those stage frights because I'm going to perform in front of people. So yes, the bigger the audience, the better it is.
Okay, so you sound like the perfect guy to send to Eurovision then, to Liverpool.
I'll do my best, I promise.
Okay. So you sound like you're a big Eurovision fan as well, and of course, Malta. Everybody must know what Eurovision is. So do you
Yes.
have any memories of it growing up, or any favorite songs or artists?
Well, there were a couple of I've seen the Eurovision growing because obviously since I was a child and coming from a musical family background, I remember my father as he was the expert master of the armed forces of Malta. That time he was also involved directing the orchestra way back when it was still the Malta Eurovision was still with orchestra.
Wow.
So yes, I still have those flashbacks of him directing. It would be nice to in Malta. Let's we have what we call musica. It's a beautiful contest it has nothing to do with the Malta Eurovision basically. But the fact that there is an orchestra behind you, but it's still sounding modern, it's a whole new difference. But again, we're here, we're enjoying the moment. Singers, I've mentioned Alexander Rybak. It's one of my favorite songs, ABBA.
Yeah.
There was there were a couple of singers who those songs are still popular in Malta.
Yeah. So do you wish the orchestra would come back? Maybe a bit like Sanremo?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
honestly would
as well.
be awesome because having an orchestra behind you, it gives you more power.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Or it is nice. It is nice being in studio, Dave. It's a beautiful thing being in studio, but hearing the actual instruments behind you. Although the nowadays, obviously, thanks to technology and professional studios and producers, sound-wise, it's so real. So and we still can have the electronic side combined with those violins, those violas, those that brass section, that percussion, and it still can be like something. So yes, I still believe that one day it would be the best card that EBU can play, giving us back an orchestra, a live orchestra.
So what would it mean to you? Let's say you win the Malta Eurovision Song Contest and you fly to Liverpool. Would that be a lot of pressure, or would you just feel a lot of pride? What would it feel like for you?
I think it's a bit of both. Why? Because obviously everyone feels everyone feels the pride. Obviously, that's, as I told you before, I've been to several different countries. I still remember when way back when I was still 18, I was 19 that time. I came back from the UK where I was studying, and that year our good singer Morena went to Eurovision, and just after Eurovision, me and Morena went to Tenerife and competed against each other. And the fact that I was still young, I was at that time, and everyone in Spain, Morena, her name is a Spanish name, and everyone like Morena Eurovision, it was like wow. So yes, but obviously then the tension of and it is stressful, of course it is, because being in Malta, and at the moment I'm still in the quarterfinal phase. It's already stressful because and stressful in a good way. Why? Because the production team from the public broadcasting services from here, I would like to thank them because they are so professional the way that they make ends meet. It is so demanding. So obviously you have filming sessions, photo shoots, interviews. So obviously once who the artist will be going to the Eurovision Song Contest, I have no doubt that obviously is going to be way bigger.
Yeah. Any messages to your fans that you want to say?
Well, I would like to first of all to thank each and every person that found time to message me, even after my appearance last week during the Malta Eurovision, the quarterfinals. That it means a lot. Even the fact that having new followers on both Facebook and Instagram, that gives me so much more boost. Um, hopefully we manage to make it to the semifinals and eventually to the finals. Obviously, to have that nice, beautiful crowd in front of you. So yeah, thanks to everyone who gave me the love and the support.